bullshit. But before we start doing Barbers bullshit, I want to introduce you to the two people that help get this to happen. So here we go. Give me 1 second. Hey, Twan, come here, Twan. So this guy right here, his name's Twan. 10, 12 years ago, he came to me, he was like, sis, we should do a podcast in the barbershop. We got a lot of people. You know, we just be talking, we be rapping. But lifestyle life, and then I couldn't do it. So now, let me introduce you to the other guy. Hey, Edgar. Edgar, come here. This is my son. His name is Edgar. Edgar Scissorhands Studio. Let me give him a shout out real quick. Scissorhands Studio. So about 3 years ago, he came to me and he was like, Mom, we should do a YouTube channel. We should start rapping on the channel. So guess what? That's how we got Barbers and bullshit. Y'all ready? I hope y'all ready. Let's go. Let's go.
I remember this just being a vision, right? And I know the work since I've been around from time to start. Kevin, you probably knew it, but you already know how her love, how she embraced everything she do. This is her passion. This is her shit. This is all the work that she's put in over the years. So to see her set this up, we've been talking about this for a while, even before she got here. But to see it come to fruition and to see all you guys here to support it. It's nothing but love. So I'm so proud of you. I tell you that all the time. You always lead with your heart. And all leaders don't know how to do that. And you've been doing it as long as I've known you, which is forever, because you're the oldest. Just the 50 and old, almost. But you already know how I feel, sis. Love you today and forever. You know what I'm saying? Proud of you.
Thank you guys for another day. Thank you for letting us do this. Let's make it happen, y'all. 3, team of 5. 1, 2, 3.
Team of 5! Yeah. Hey man, we talking this Barbers and bullshit, man. What you got on the top, man? So what we talking about?
1 billion or never nut again.
Oh, shit. I don't even know where to start. 1 billion or never nut again.
Like never ever in your life. What you doing?
Like you can't like jack off. Like you can't.
No,
ain't you going down? You jack off?
Hey, you gonna blue balls?
You sitting there
hold it. Yeah, now I'm taking the billion. I'm taking the billion easy.
I need that.
Question.
I'm not, because I'm going to make $1 billion regardless.
Yo, can we split it down a billion?
I don't need that.
So look, hold on. Good. What if I take $500,000?
That's what I'm saying.
As a compromise.
And you going to do half a nut?
Right? Hey, how do you you see your height, motherfucker? That was because of my half nut.
Say the billion, they didn't say you couldn't have sex.
Exactly.
That's what I was saying. You don't have to
point of having sex?
You don't have to nut.
Kevin Gates.
Pull out.
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates.
But you still got a nut, though.
It makes you powerful.
But you remind us
I want $1 billion. That's the actual practice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to work around the other stuff. When I get close, stop.
All your problems solved.
Hey,
Y'all can keep the business. I want to come.
I need
to come every time.
They said all your problems stop. All your problems don't stop with $1 billion.
Most time.
Especially from more than one.
All my problems stopping with $1 billion.
Money can't take away your problems.
If I still got problems, I pay for that to get it fixed.
Money in the cycle.
What you gonna do with your mental? What you gonna do with your mental?
I got $1 billion.
You can't pay for your house.
Here you go.
Mentally, I'm good.
Here's a question. Was Michael Jackson able to pay for his problems to go away?
What about R. Kelly? R. Kelly is broke shit.
Yeah, well, he ain't had no money no more.
Who?
Yeah, R. Kelly lost his bread.
Allegedly.
So you don't believe that it catches up to you sooner or later?
What?
Only problems. That you think that you can't go away.
Only when you run out of money.
No. That's what happened to R. Kelly. They been knew he was doing that shit.
You know how hard
he stopped paying them.
$1 billion though? That's not $1 million.
It ain't hard though.
It's not $1 million. That's $1 billion.
So you think about it. When you say $1 billion is a lot, that's because motherfucker your bank account say $12.
Oh.
For a motherfucker bank account. That's no shot at you. Personally, that's a shot on the mentality or the perspective that we're looking from. We're looking like that's rich people problem.
But you gotta think, $1 billion is a couple hundred millions.
Yep.
It's 10. It's 10 of them. Go ahead.
That's a lot though. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
How much longer do you think you're going to live? Like, if I'm living another 30, 40 years, a billion is not a lot of money.
Right.
Like,
You say what now?
it's gonna come and go. If you plan on living maybe
$10
10 more years, all right, $1 billion might be a lot for you to do whatever you want. But if you plan on living a whole another 40 years, $1 billion, you not gonna spend no money. Like you gonna spend it.
I'm gonna have a ball until it's
You
over.
gonna have a ball. You gonna drink it.
All I'm saying is I'm used to $20,000 being getting $20,000 a year. So if I'm used to $20,000 a year, what do you think I can do with $1 billion? Now guess what?
$20,000 a year.
Yeah, but think about it, I can survive off of $20,000 a year. Even if you get paid $40,000 a year, you can't pay bills. Let's have your assets. Let's have your money.
It don't matter. It don't matter whether it's $1 billion or $1. You can manage it.
He might need to rethink it.
But see, another thing,
You saw me right there.
but hold on, another thing you gotta
I
Every time
say
rubbing his
is
leg.
how are we defining this $1 billion? Is it a stagnant, stationary $1 billion, or are we talking about $1 billion that's eventually going to grow over time?
It's
Exactly.
what you doing.
Without investment,
Growing with you.
a bill.
You got a question? Who you
That's
giving
not
to?
what you said you was gonna do with it though.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't investing in nothing. I'm
all this
I ain't investing in that.
I'm gonna be 1995. Oh. Hey, I'm gonna be back.
I wasn't even born yet. I was in
Hey, Joe. I'm gonna be 1995. Oh.
Quick, whenever you want to hear some conversation,
I know one thing.
perspective,
I never hit some fun shit. There you go. This that Barbers Bull shit.
I done been at Beyonce concert last night in Dubai. Hey, look, it was invite only. Man, people she know personally, they gonna be like, how the fuck you get in there? Who was that? Be like that. I'm the nigga with $1 billion. That's a lie, though.
Just can't nut though.
but think about it. Let's do what he just said.
But you can't nut.
Oh,
Hold on, let Allen get the floor.
he said I'm used to having 20,000 and I make it work.
A year.
Right, a year. Most people don't live within the means of that 20,000. So if he got $1 billion, guess what he gonna say? I make $1 billion a year. I'm used to it by now. So you gotta look at the poor person problem versus the rich person problem. For me, I don't make $1 billion, but whatever I do make, I make it look halfway decent. You give me $1 billion, I'm gonna make it look halfway decent. Now it's all about your mentality. Like for me, I got 3 kids, so I gotta make that $1 billion not just work for me. I gotta make it work so my kids understand the value of money first, but also the value of taking that money and making it work for you. So it's all about
You're gone if you got kids.
Since I have a kid now, I would definitely make sure I take some of that billion,
absolutely.
put that somewhere for her, because the rest of it.
So let me ask you this question. Hey, Dave, let me ask you this question. You chose.
I'm almost half of
You chose the first topic, right? So
Ain't got that long.
with you choosing the first topic, can we say never again or within a certain time frame? So you choose this $1 billion, and for 10 years you can never bust a nut again.
I can do 10 years.
We can't do it forever.
That's too
Cause that means
easy.
I'm gonna be 70 trying to say, look, they told me 60 years, I couldn't. I'm 70. Let me get one on before I go. That's gonna be my dying wish.
I feel like that make the question too easy to
Too
answer.
easy.
That's
That's
too
too
easy
easy.
to answer because if you put a deadline to it, it's like, oh, yeah, anybody can do it for real. It's $1 billion.
Yeah.
But if you say, yeah, never again, then it's like, all right, bet you taking that $1 billion or you taking that sensation.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, what you with $1 billion? I guarantee you,
And he was doing my bullshit. He cut it all.
everything you need.
We're going now. We're going now.
I love to travel.
So it really breaks down to this. What's more important?
I'm traveling.
5 years, you be on.
Come on, y'all. That's big. Let's do another.
Move on to another topic.
I'm not having.
11. There we go.
I don't like to be controlled.
What you got, 11? You need to leave.
Surgery versus or all natural.
Surgery.
All natural.
All natural.
All natural. I need all natural.
Oh, no. Wait, oh, must ain't saying the surgery get back.
Hey, hold on.
Nah, that
Hey,
over years, that
you know they got the BDLs now, right?
Oh, man.
No, the BDLs.
Oh,
The Brazilian dick lift. You gotta walk around with them up. So shit, if the women can do it.
Hey, look, they got the height joint too. They got the height joints. You got to add a
Surgery
couple
for
of feet.
sure.
Remember, white chick, I can get my knees done. I'm gonna come in at 6'5" with little arms.
So
I've been trying to lose my gut for years.
So did I get
It's over.
So let me ask you this. As a brother that loves women, everything on your woman about 55, 60, 65 or whatever, however long it go, it's gonna change. Her skin and everything, her muscles, all of that are gonna go south.
Right.
But the plastic is gonna stay.
Oh, get a younger woman! Hey, hold on, hey, Trump. O said he want that Billy.
Nah.
That Billy gonna keep them youngins on his line.
That's why I wouldn't waste time with that. Surgery like a save old lady.
You gonna be transferring
You
these
go
from
young.
their account.
I gotta think it out.
You can do what you want.
So what you think I would do?
They gonna be leaving him in the house while he transferring money to their account so they can go out.
He don't care if they busting that anyway.
He can't bust it out.
Hey, Tati got a point.
What do you say? What you say?
He can't bust it off, so what the fuck you gonna do with them?
Look at him.
I can pull out.
You gonna get tired of that. You gonna get tired of that.
You think so?
It's going
Yeah,
I might get tired.
Hey, yo.
However,
Hey, yo.
the day I lose control, I'm gonna make sure I spend enough of my half for the Billy, cause you know I got some.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey man, I had a fucking ball.
Hey, oh. Hey, oh. That's how I had my first one, oh. I lost control.
Hey, you know you're gonna lose control. You get a couple drinks and goddamn, I'm broke now. But before then, I had a motherfucking ball.
Alright, y'all, so what is it? Is it surgery? Is it gonna be surgery or is it gonna be all natural? Which one y'all
Where the surgery getting done though?
That's what I'm about to say.
Where the surgery getting done though?
Cause surgery could be
Is it
anything.
DR or is it Dr. Miami?
Right, it don't matter. It's my preference.
You gonna go to DR to get $500 off that shit? Or you going?
All y'all,
That's facts.
You ain't gotta worry about when it's done there. You
looking at
just
these
get her to get it on
Instagram
now.
models and be like, God damn, she fat as shit.
Instagram not real life.
Everybody has surgery.
Instagram
So how you gotta go with the all natural?
How many?
Just look at them. I don't wanna be with them or sleep with them just cause their body like that.
I can't agree with you on that, so I just got a couple of them. I don't want to be with them. I don't want to be with them. But
For the people saying all natural, what if they got fucked up teeth? Are you gonna let them keep it natural?
That's the surgery.
That's their surgery.
That's the surgery.
You want natural fucked up buck teeth?
hey,
That's the surgery.
surgery. I'm going surgery.
Respect the floor.
So now what question? Who got the
Respect the
floor?
floor.
So I'm going teeth. If she cockeyed, if she get surgery, get her
If she can't
cockeyed.
see?
Her nose, if she got a pointy nose.
Yep.
If she got a longer
Surgery then.
Surgery. I'm going to surgery.
Surgery.
I already know it's surgery. That's what I'm talking about.
Damn.
Give me all
I was
natural.
gonna look past all that.
Pictures that's all natural. They don't need none of that shit. I like a
They
little
get their
tiger
teeth
mom.
done.
That's why
Little
they have a baby or they get old and have a molar.
It's rare. It's rare though.
And there's nothing wrong with surgery.
It's very rare that you find all natural
There's a saying that says there's an exception.
That's different.
Hold on.
That's
There's a saying.
Get on the floor.
There's a saying that says there's an exception to every rule. So of course, you'll make an exception for somebody with a proper dental plan and some straight teeth over, you know what I mean, a BBL, because God forbid, if my shorty get up and her ass look like the bottom of a frying pan or some Tupperware and it done flipped over and it don't look like an ass no more, I'm all the way turned off. I don't know if there's any coming back from that.
Hey,
I've seen implants.
I'm still going with that.
Opposite that.
I'm going on natural.
No, hold on, wait. I'm going back to my all natural.
Yeah, I'm all natural.
I'm not being funny, but the women that's teenage age with nice bodies, they ain't get surgery. They used to be doing all that back in the day.
That's true.
These about it, but
And it's easy to find a natural
The
girl.
ones now don't know to just do some squats or to to just go to the gym to go get their body done. I mean, get some body, get some work done. Like,
I'm down with surgery.
they like, man, I need a nigga with a quick 5-10 hours. I pay
Some-year-old women. They body they do all that stuff. I never heard of this surgery stuff in this area until what? I don't know, 10 years ago, 10 years ago. I thought that was Hollywood stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's hip. Everybody's doing it, right? Even when you okay.
Everybody living
They
the dream.
still doing it.
Everybody living the dream.
It's women like Lil Kim, for instance. Cute girl.
Yeah.
so when she had to keep up with these young
I don't know
girls,
who
she said, I need
Hey,
to
I don't beat that
Almost
top.
turned herself into Kevin.
That ain't what it was.
What was it?
So when we talk about, and this is kind of taking it on a kind of more serious term, right? Lil Kim didn't do it because she's keeping up with the youngins. She's doing it because her mental space was impacted so heavily. You see what I'm saying? It was impacted so heavily on individuals who looked at her as not being enough. And she heard it so much that kind of shifted her mindset to say, well, damn, what I need to do now? So for her, it was self-hate. It was self-hate that kind of pushed her in that direction.
Yeah, fact.
So some people don't really understand their worth or their value, and that's men and women though.
Yeah.
For men, we ain't getting surgery, but we gonna go out and spend $500,000 on a Bentley. But we gonna spend $500,000 on a Bentley because of how it make us look. Not necessarily how it make us feel, because we still feel fucked up. But because we got that Billy, our line dangling heavy.
But I'm trying to tell you, that's why that bill ain't gonna last.
And guess what? We in the barber shop talking that bullshit. How many jokers done got their motherfucking headlines fixed on the spray? Now I'm just saying, on the spray, on the toupee. It's all superficial. Nah, it's all superficial though.
That's off topic.
No.
It's the barbershop and bullshit. You gotta keep going.
It's not off topic because we still talking about surgery versus natural. But the thing about it is, we so quick to look at women and say this is why women doing it.
Right.
One, they doing it. Some of them doing it for themselves, but a lot of them doing it because they want other people to recognize. The same way we doing it. We make sure our feet fresh. We make sure that cut fresh. Even if we gotta put that motherfucking patch on the top of our shit the last 6 months, we gonna do it because we want somebody to look at us and appreciate what we bring to the table, even if it's superficial.
I guess that's like her client that came in the other day.
No names, no names.
I don't know. But listen,
reflects on how people do stuff. Because it goes into men.
No, it's bullshit.
It goes into men with main units. Why are men getting units?
Why men getting men units?
I have no idea.
They want that motherfucker. They want that shape up.
When I seen this guy get these cornrows down his back, I said, "What the fuck is this, yo?"
Oh, hey, Tati, that's what you was watching the other day.
What the fuck? What happened? I came in good, and I looked over at her shit, and this guy he had my head, and then she goes. I said, "What the fuck is this?" I said, "What the fuck is?"
So if I did add a head, his length would be the length of, you know, when Nick Cannon used to wear the short cornrows, you know, the little cornrows. But he wants some length. So I added some, he wants hair added. But that's the same, it's equivalent to the guys who are going bald that want a full head of hair at the top.
Wait a minute, time out, Slim.
So here we go, Tati.
He got the straight nigga now.
If I knew, I don't think I know somebody that would
When
do
I
that
looked
shit.
over it, I said, oh shit, that's the wrong person.
I said, what the fuck is that? I got fucking over.
Hey, all right, here we go, So going back to surgery versus natural. Men in here yelling, they want women with this, and this.
But then they go get man units.
But on the flip side,
That's not the average man though.
That's always the what they say, the double standard. You know what I'm saying? For a woman to do it, sometimes it's frowned upon when we talk about long term.
Yeah.
But in the immediate, it's like, oh, she bad.
That shit is frowned upon too. That shit is terrible. I'm like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck is that? I before.
Oh,
I'm looking over, I'm like.
So look, you heard the joint about the dude who went home with the chick, and they started getting into it. She took her bra off, her titties got small. She threw her dress.
Nah.
She took her pants off, her ass got small. She threw her pants on her dresser. The dude took his clothes off and jumped on the dresser. She asked him what he was doing. He said, "Shit, I'm going all the good shit at."
I ain't see that. I ain't see that. But you're right though, and that it's what is it called? What would you call that in the hair world? What you did?
A unit. She said a unit.
That wasn't a unit.
A professional.
He just got extensions, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, he was on the testicle shit.
Yeah. So I was gonna go with because I ain't know the proper terminology for it. I was gonna go with surgery, kinda, because he's surgically putting shit in his shit and making himself. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know the look he going for, but it don't seem like
He going for cornrows that
he
ain't
wasn't a
short.
young guy. So
Nah.
you at the point where it's over. What you doing?
Yo, I'm on the website now.
It ain't there.
What else
It ain't there. No, it ain't there.
Like I never
Just scrolling back and forth. Extension. What is that?
No, see,
So he's a regular customer.
I'm trying to lock.
Yeah.
Hold on, my man said he trying to lock though. Nah, Slim, fuck it, just let it go, bro.
Yo,
My man gonna have 3 locks around.
I see that shit happen. I see it all over social media.
Hold on real quick before we go to another topic. There's another caveat that I gotta add to it. So there's some things that are beyond our control. I've heard stories of women that might have lost hair as a result of a product burning it, whatever the case may be. And unfortunately, they had no other option but to go with wigs and extensions and things of that nature.
We talking about ass and titties.
Are we right? Hold on, but that was relevant. We went in the head though because it's an alteration to that natural thing. The question is, because we got social media, different types of media out here with all of these superficial views that say you got to decide.
Get the shit out. Let's go, man.
I'm trying to.
It's that bullshit.
Wait. Listen, I'm getting there. Can we accept that individual for their flaws? Like if they got, bald spots as a result of them losing their hair from something.
I ain't got that ball spot. Y'all see my shit?
Hold up. Yeah, we can accept that.
Okay.
That's the reason why it's fucking funny that he getting it. Okay. Because we gonna accept you for whatever the fuck your hair is.
Hey, there you go.
Why you getting it?
Here we go. Here go the elephant in the room.
If y'all let
Can
me
you accept yourself?
Hey, that's the thing.
Can you accept yourself though?
What is that?
Yeah, that's the question.
Who you doing this shit for? Who you spending $500,000 on a car for? Who you making sure you got a $600 Gucci shirt on and you want that shit to say Gucci everywhere? You ain't doing that shit for yourself.
I hate that.
I want a Lamborghini, but I don't want it for nobody else but my fucking self. I'm too old to say I want to get this car because I want to impress this bitch.
But you got for yourself. I want no Lambo.
If a chick say, "Hey, nice car," I might go, "Fuck out of here." I want my Lambo.
How it go is at the end of the day,
I was ready the whole time.
society is not.
We were ready the whole time.
Oh, society ain't gonna let you do nothing. Society is not gonna let you decide if you got a short haircut. You're not gonna get cooked every single day you hop on live. Society is gonna keep changing every single time, regardless if you get your ass done or you don't get your ass done. If a girl got a flat booty, guess what people gonna talk about? That flat booty, and that flat booty is gonna get so talked about that she gonna be in her feelings, depressed, following depression, all these disorders, all this crazy cancer, stress.
Why
and all
you on
this stuff.
social media where they care?
Period. I'm talking about. Well, regardless, that's what life has transitioned.
You gotta know
The whole world is social media.
It's
now.
another thing. A lot of females do that stuff for other females too. A lot of niggas think they do it for us.
Man, and
A lot of
women.
females do that joint for other females.
But that happens
and men too, yeah.
But that happens with men and women because it's the acceptance rate. At the end of the day, we went to high school before. Everybody knows how it's like going to high school. I don't know if most people ain't from this area or the DMV area, but going to high school here, you gotta have a proving point.
Yeah.
Where people are going to test you. This ain't, you know what I'm saying, the right neck of the woods where you can just go into a high school and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to talk to everybody and everything's going to be cool. You're going to get tested every single day.
Yeah.
Soon as you don't get tested, what happens? The whole high school go against you, right? So what happens when it's society? That's why people are going to get surgeries. That's why people are changing the way they look, changing their appearances. That's why people want Cartier watches just because they see it on TV.
So that's a great point. My only argument to that is, my only argument to that is, coming from where I come from, I was completely different, 100% different from most of the jokers I grew up with, right? And I feel like a lot of jokers respected me because I was able to stand on my own too, regardless of what the environment brought. Regardless of what happened in that immediate area or whatever, even to this day, I get more respect for standing on my own throughout my whole life than a lot of jokers who've been trying to prove their point to other people.
That's true. So I say to that, I feel like people respect people more when they're just true to themselves.
Yeah.
You're not trying to be somebody else. You're not trying
I'm about to say, you can have
with nobody.
Yeah.
You can have on $1,000 pair of shoes. You think people not gonna try you still?
And
Hey, every day.
Hey, Tati, you corny with them, you corny without them.
Exactly.
That's true. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's true.
But like to his point, I forgot the actress name, man. She accepted an Emmy award the other night, and she talked about people talking about her or talking about you, and she said you better look in that mirror and you better appreciate what you see.
What's her name?
What's her name?
Cheryl Lee Ralph.
That's the name it was. She said, forget about all that other stuff. Your ass better look in the mirror and be like, I'm the shit.
Yeah, hey.
And fuck what everybody else say. And when you reach that point in life like I have,
You can do
guess
that.
what? You can move in this town, the country, anywhere in the world
You can do
on
that.
your shit. Like,
You can do that and still have, you can do that.
yeah,
You can do that and still have backlash, such as Kanye West right now.
Yep.
He's been doing everything the right way. He decided to put a little, hold on. He decided to put some truth out there. The whole world bashed him and he lost half of his assets and half of everything he owns, even his kids.
Yes.
Is that cool?
Nah, hell no.
So at the end of the day, you can do yourself. You can be not focused on everybody else, but as soon as you decide to put something out there or change, or as soon as somebody puts a false narrative on you, the whole world looks at it and it does not get accepted.
And guess what? Kanye West gonna be alright. That's $1 billion problem.
But he missing it.
That he ain't missing it.
That nigga missing
If he was missing it, he wouldn't have said it. So that once again, that's a
How can he say
How
something
can
if
he
he's
say
missing?
something if he's missing?
Say it again.
How can he say something if he's missing?
He's not missing. He just got married.
Yeah, what are the pictures?
Secretly,
They just said that.
secretly, they said
Yeah,
it.
the
He's not missing.
media can easily
He got
say
married.
he missing. I mean, he got
The
married.
media
Oh,
said
no,
it.
I think y'all
pictures?
misinterpreted what he's saying when he said missing. Y'all saying missing like he's gone, bye-bye, we can't find him. He's saying
Y'all know
that,
that's next though.
hold on, he's saying that he's not missing the money or he wouldn't have said the shit. So
That's
he
what I
knew
said.
when he said the shit.
Oh.
I know that I can't say certain shit on in this barbershop without somebody talking shit about it. So I can say what I want to say or I can hold back. You see what I'm saying? So Kanye knew
The
there's a
consequences.
chance I'm going to lose this. So I'm alright with taking the chance.
facts,
On the
facts,
flip,
facts.
how do you
Very
know
good.
how you know he ain't saying it on purpose? So he can get out of
see,
the business.
none of us
That's
know
good.
because everybody said what you said. A lot of people said, oh, he just did that so he can get out of these contracts
Yeah.
with all these partnerships he developed, right? But we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We'll never know.
It seems like, oh man, if that's the case, oh, he a genius for getting out of this stuff. Everybody cut off their relationships
This is
with him,
probably the
right?
happiest I ever, like, he be smiling all types of
Yeah.
shit.
He might have wanted to get out
He's
of
happy as
that.
hell.
He might. He said he was in bad deals and stuff like that.
I believe that.
And I didn't read the contract, so I don't fucking know.
Nope. Didn't have no
They can just be saying this shit because now they said, fuck you. We ended our partnerships with your ass, so you won't be running around here talking about some of the richest black man in the goddamn country no more. We don't know.
Yeah.
Alright?
We don't know.
Go ahead. On the floor. Can I floor?
You got it, baby.
All right, beautiful. For me, I think we're kind of missing the overall thing. And that is, if you are not confident in who you are and your identity and yourself, it doesn't matter how much money you have. Because all money's going to do is make the good things better, but the bad things worse.
Pretty much.
Preach. So understand that. So you know what? If you create some bitch for 20,000,
Yeah.
you gonna be in the same motherfucker with $1 billion.
Yeah.
So if you
Say
are
that
not
then.
confident in yourself, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna try and buy the fix.
Yep.
I'm gonna go out here and try and buy myself some identity. I'm gonna go out here and
Some
try
shit
and buy
that can't be
myself.
fixed.
You know what I'm saying? Can't be surgery.
Hey, Tati.
You know what we didn't talk about? We didn't talk about who makes a good partner. Honestly, because you know what? I need somebody that's gonna support me. I need somebody that's gonna respect me. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can get around. Well, I can semi get around flat asses. But my thing is, I want my home to be my sanctuary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you support me, Slim, I ain't worried about surgery natural. I need your heart. And so the bottom line is, I don't care whether it's $1 billion or a buck. My contentment, not my happiness, my contentment is internal.
Say that then.
That's it right there.
Yeah, that's it.
facts.
That's it.
So to the boss
Drop
lady
the
in the
mic.
house, I do apologize for being a little journalistic with my wording, but these were the latest that I was trying to fill off, you know what I mean, with that question, natural or...
You got it, you got it, you got it. I said that.
Shit, I ain't even drunk yet.
Who got the next question?
All right, let's go. Who was I picking next? I did have fun. Let's go. Is it one or two?
I think it's one.
What we got for
And it reads, does the younger generation believe in grinding or just getting?
They want to just get it.
Nah, hey, hold on. Go ahead, Cam. You the youngest in here.
Let's
Nah.
go.
I mean,
Egg younger than you, Cam?
Yeah, I get it younger.
No, that's your American age. What's your real age? You know what
Stop being looking for him.
And you gotta go back.
Who's that?
Y'all think I'm playing? You got 10 minutes.
All right, go ahead.
Time.
I mean, I think it depends on who you're talking to, but I think the young people grind.
Nah.
Young people grind. It depends on who you're talking to, because it's a lot.
It's a matter of
Let
perspective.
him talk.
It's a matter of perspective.
Let him go.
I think now more than ever, young people is actually really getting it. Like it's young people that's having M's, like for real.
That's true.
And they figure it, like time's changing, so they figuring out new ways to get it. Like you're not gonna be able to get it the same way that you once was. And I feel like the young people just adjusting with the time and getting it based off that. Like it might not seem like you grinding, but you really is grinding.
Nah, I agree.
So I disagree. Let me go with you. So the youngin', yeah, they getting new ways and they trying to get money. And I ain't doubting none of them for getting the millions or whatever they getting from other avenues. But for the people that's not, the youngin' that's not, that think y'all gonna get it, y'all don't have no grind to try and get it another way. Y'all can't all make t-shirts. Everybody can't rap. Everybody's not gonna make the YouTube blow up. What's the other avenues when that shit don't work? Because that's what the youngins did to get the money. When that shit dried up, what y'all gonna do now? You still gotta go back to work. You still gotta work.
I got to piggyback off what you said because it can go both ways. Because at the end of the day, times have changed. So we went from walking every day getting paper checks to digitally getting direct deposits. We went from having big ass cell phones to little cell phones that can real life do the internet, change your whole entire. You don't even need an internet no more. We have changed millions of ways to get money. I know 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds on stock market. The same thing, stock market that people are learning at the age of 25.
And it's the thing.
This is time
48.
It's just like at the end of the day, yes, we are not going to have the policemen. Yes, we are not going to have the firefighters. Yes, everybody is not going for the doctors. Yes, everybody is not going for the jobs that we had to do, because the jobs technically back in the day, what we had to do was what we had to do.
Okay, but with that being said,
That was the only thing to offer.
But I get that, and I'm with you 100%. I tell all the youngins to try the other avenues, do that shit. But when that shit doesn't work, what are you going to do? Because you still have to work, and I'm still going to provide and try and help. But if you don't have the grind mentality to get it, so you just said a few minutes ago you can live off of 20,000. Sweetheart, I never want to live like that.
Yep.
So I can take you in here and teach you how to make $100 grand in 3 years, but if you don't have the grind, you're never gonna make it.
Yeah. But grind and drive is two different things as well.
That's true.
They
Cause a grind can put you. I know people that grind every single day. I know my man up the street, real life shooter, 2 music videos for $50 a piece just to make $100. That's grind right there. At the end of the day, he keep doing that over the course of 24 hours in a day. My boy can come up $1,000. That's grind right there. But drive is putting you on another level. Drive is putting you on another level, on another aspect.
But it goes hand in hand. If you don't have no drive, then you not gonna grind. So I don't care if it's
that falls in the line of hustle. Yeah, I do agree.
I don't care if it's stocks. I don't care if it's just going out there and opening toy boxes on YouTube, because the youngins making money like that. If that kid don't have the grind to do that, then he's not gonna do it.
But that's just like hold on, wait. One last time. I'm saying one last thing.
Because I would love to hear this.
That's just like a relationship. That's just like a relationship problem. You have 1,000 standards right now, and they missing 28 of the standards that you want. So at the end of the day, nobody's gonna be perfect. It all falls in the line of hustle right now. But grind and drive, if you don't have the grind and the drive, it's not completing your hustle. If you got grind and you don't have drive, still not completing your hustle. You gotta have both. If you don't have both, then you're gonna be stuck.
So here's my thing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think you missed the point again. It ain't about grind or getting. It's about purpose. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen an unmotivated crackhead? No. You understand? You ever seen an unmotivated crackhead? You know what I'm saying? They gonna do what they gotta do because their purpose is to get their drug. And so my thing is, I'm not suffering from a lack of, we ain't suffering from a lack of grinding or getting. It's a lack of purpose. You know where you sitting right now? You know what we doing right now? Guess what happened? She had a purpose. Come on. You understand? And that purpose drove her to being up Benning Road, North Capitol Street. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Cutting on this. That's purpose, dog.
In the house.
As long as you got purpose, guess what's gonna happen? Drive is gonna be secondary.
So look.
Drive is a consequence of you having purpose. Not just the ends to a mean, not the end.
So that goes to my answer. My answer, I don't think the youngest got it because of social media. Yeah, I feel like they think things come too quick from looking at social media and everything is so visible.
They
don't know the grind and hustle you have to put in.
But you gotta realize
things are coming quick.
Things are coming quick.
Listen,
a lot of people.
None of us had it at that age. Do y'all remember when you were 19 and 20? You didn't have no purpose. You didn't have no identity. You was just exploring.
But at the same time,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You kids out here now trying to find out who they are.
Look, kids now, they have access to social media and it's completely different. So like, I'm a teacher, right? And I taught 3rd grade last year, 6th grade this year. And when I ask my kids what y'all want to be when y'all get older, YouTuber, TikToker, social media influencer.
That's what they see.
Like when we was kids, everything that we wanted to do, NFL player, basketball player, doctor, lawyer, or whatever the case may be, right? Factory work, whatever it was that we picked, right? It included a grind. Grinding, I'm not saying social media don't include a grind, because it does, right? I'm not taking nothing away from the social media influencers, but at the same time, it's like they just see it and they're like, oh yeah, I want to get it. So it's like, yeah, they want to get, but they're not trying to grind. Nothing that they pick really involves grind for real. They just like, yeah, I want to sit behind the camera and talk, and if I don't blow up, shit, I don't know what it is.
I gotta keep posting. That's all it is. It's not me getting up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, me leaving out the house to go do this. I probably don't get back till 6 a.m. the next morning. It don't involve that. It involves being in the phone all day, every day. So we talk about labor. So now we talk about labor versus us just being in the phone.
Yo, more is not better. It's just more.
But the phone is everything.
What O just said, you said social media. But is it social media alone?
Nah,
is it growing up?
I disagree though.
Is it social media alone?
Not alone.
Okay.
Because I know it got a lot to do with the young folk wanting to put the work in. And grind. Because they look at this stuff and they get influenced by it.
45, son. You don't know.
No, they look at this shit and like it's a grind. You can't.
But
you look at a lot of shit on social media. It's like a lot of people getting it right now, today. That happened yesterday. That ain't what the fuck happened. A lot of people been in this shit for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So now they reach to a point, oh, shit, I'm making money. Oh, let me take a, what you call that shit? Like you said, them old, yeah, look at my house and my Maybach and all this shit. They had to grind to get to that point. Y'all just looking at that shit like it happened overnight. Guess what?
You know
I
why?
want it now.
You know why?
It is happening overnight for me.
But hey,
Hold on, real quick. Egg
Get the floor.
had a point.
Mediated.
I lost my point.
I was gonna piggyback.
I'm 43.
At the end of the day, times have changed to the point where almost everything is on your phone. So at the day, if everything is on your phone and these kids are on their phone 90% of the time, that is their grind. Believe it or not, that is their grind. I know some people, I'm not going to say names, but scammers that do this every single day to make money. That's a grind for them. At the end of the day, the outlet has changed. Even when you go to court, if you go to court and you're facing time right now on a murder charge, you know what they're going to look at? Your social media. They're going to go through your phone, everything digitally first, right?
With job and elsewhere there. Here's the problem. It's an illusion. It's an
It is. I agree.
People are chasing shit and don't even know that they're not content with themselves, and so they're always looking for something else to complete them. You understand? And they think that somehow being fulfilled is outside of them, not here. You get your mind straight, you get your heart straight, you're content. But you know what? If you don't have that, you're going to look outside of yourself for it. That's the problem. And so no matter what you get, no matter how much you get it, you won't blow it away. You gonna waste it because you're not content here. Ain't nobody doing the internal work.
If I can add to that, you want to be careful because a lot of people's social media lives are not in alignment with their real lives. Life look real sweet on social media.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it's there for.
You gotta get to that point mentally. A young person gonna look at that and be like, that's what it is. Me, I know it's bullshit. If I see people on social media every day who I know, this nigga ain't doing it like that. But guess what? You gotta get to it mentally. A young person look at this shit and be like, damn, get there, right? No, it's like it. You know what I'm saying?
So you know what else too? There's something fundamental and foundational that's missing too, because outside of social media, unfortunately, there are kids that are growing up in households where they're self-entitled. You got parents that spoil them, give them any and everything they want, so they don't have a desire to hustle, because when it's all said and done, mommy or daddy or big sis or big brother gonna give it to them, and they don't have the ground. That's another aspect you gotta consider.
So I'll tell you what, let me ask you all a question now.
Scissor had something other than scissor.
Like y'all said, we grew up in a time. Where all of us had to grind.
So
we all had to work hard for what we want.
So going back to that,
but you gotta measure what grind is.
Let's start to get the flow. Let's start to get the flow.
You gotta measure what grind is. There was days I woke up at 4 in the morning just to cut at 5.
Okay.
You gotta measure what grind is. Y'all definition of grind is different than mine. It's different than yours. It's different than his. His. My grind is way different.
True. Absolutely.
And I'm only 23, but my grind is crazy.
Y'all better leave me alone.
You was born into it.
I'm about to say you was born.
But even
My dad woke me up 3 in the morning, put it on.
but I feel like
That's the grind. That's the grind right there.
I feel like no matter what you wake up and do or what time you wake up, at the end of the day you still gotta have purpose. Just like Spencer said, you woke up with a purpose, whether it was at 4, 5, 6, whatever you
And there's
waking up to
purpose
do.
all around the clock.
You woke up with purpose. Now what we can't say is, what's the purpose of the people being social media influencers? What's their purpose? Like, how are they helping the community? How are they doing any of that? They're on there making dances and shit like that.
They're not even living that good. They're not living that good. They're not living good at all.
One at a time.
Only reason it's like that is because people are willing to watch now. Everybody watches instead of do now. There's too many people doing, there's a lot of people doing and there's a lot of people watching, but there's more people watching than doing. That's why everybody can be a social media influencer and all make the same type of money. How the hell? Because there's so many goddamn viewers, everybody want to watch what you're doing in life. You want to watch a good life instead of trying to live a good life, work to get a good life.
You know what's crazy though? What if that just stops? Instagram just dies.
What you
gonna do?
They sure ain't no.
They gonna go back to the old fashioned way. Now they don't know how to go back.
One at a time.
What if Instagram just stops? What y'all gonna do?
A lot of people ain't gonna be able to survive.
I ain't gonna
Yeah, I'm
stop.
gonna be
What
good.
you gonna
I'm
do?
gonna be good.
You gotta go back to the old
We gonna be
fashioned
fine.
way.
Y'all make an audible.
Earning and shit.
Yeah.
Going out
See,
there.
hold up, though. What the youngest don't realize is
They going out there doing
technology can't always be trusted. Like
You lose your
that's
phone
why,
right now, that's your
but
phone.
that's why that whole you gotta grind in order to just. I mean, before you just getting by. That's why they'll never know. The youngest will never know. Because they don't know what it's like to go out there and pass out cars. They know what it's like to post all damn day and make videos and everything. They don't know what that shit
So
is
Todd,
like.
let me ask you a question, Todd, and this goes back to what O said earlier. What is the missing part of purpose? It starts here, and grind is here. What's the missing part? And listening to what O said, listening to what Tati said, for me the missing part is education or information.
Bingo.
And when I say education, I ain't saying go to school, get degrees. I'm saying understanding the process within itself. So yeah, you got a purpose. And yeah, you got grind. Oh yeah, you can post that selfie with your Maybach and your mansion and all of that. But you ain't saying, I was selling tapes out of my backpack for 20 years before I got this Maybach.
Y'all see that?
Or I was getting up at 4 in the morning. You weren't posting on social media and saying I'm getting up at 4, cutting my first head at 5 in the morning. You see what I'm saying? That's the part that people don't want to share the work. They only want to share the end result of the success.
That's
because nowadays knowledge is money.
It's a reason why they do that though.
People charge.
Because they don't show you the grind.
knowledge
Hold on,
now.
y'all.
But when they get there, they want, hey, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this, right? So now, this their new grind.
Nah, ain't no.
Pay me,
Ain't no.
and I show you how I got this.
Right, yeah.
So now I'm getting more money
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
for showing your ass how I get there, or how I got there, and boom, that's more money.
But
Knowledge is money.
But what Edgar just said though, what Edgar just said is simple though.
It's simple as hell.
All I did was get up before everybody else. I get up before everybody. Now I heard Steve Harvey say it, but he had to learn it from his mentor too though. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'll tell you this.
I get up before everybody else. So that while you wait until 7 o'clock to get your first, Kobe said it was working out.
Yeah.
While you getting up at 7 for your first cut, by 7, I'm gonna cut number 8.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. My mama, not you, my other mom, Spanish.
Your mom, okay.
She told me, she said, she already knew. Whatever I put my mind to, I was gonna do 100%, or I wasn't gonna do it at all.
Yeah.
And whatever came with it, I was gonna do it because it had to be done to get to the point where it was gonna be here. And I'm still not to that point, to the point where I'm not satisfied at all.
Let me tell y'all something.
Let's go.
We did, historically, we did a lot more with a lot less.
Yep.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Everything that we're talking about now, we celebrating, you know, a lot. We did a lot more with a lot less as a people. That's how we define. That's our claim to fame. That's what we do. And so my thing is that you know what? It's not about what you do now, it's about who sees it.
Yep.
And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you can get up at 7 in the morning, but you know what? Nobody sees that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so because they don't see it, they don't value it. And so all they see is the end result. And so guess what? That's what I'm chasing.
That's what I'm chasing as a youngin'.
So
I want that.
Nah, that is
Oh,
young.
Let's
see,
not.
you started
Don't do
cutting
that.
150 years ago, right?
Oh, man.
Nobody was alive then.
Right.
So they see you now. Oh,
He said,
where she get that shit? She got that shit last week.
That's fact.
No, I've been doing this shit a thousand years
Right.
ago.
That's because,
You know what I'm saying?
That's because at the end of the day, something old to you is something new to people, to other people.
But I don't
I can
value
release- I can
people
release-
getting rich
I can
or $1
release
billion
content.
in 2 years. I don't value that.
Hold up.
I tell you what.
I don't value it.
Let me ask a question. Let's tie it
I value
all
the people
together.
who make
How
that
many
money
people got-
from
How many
hustling
people
all
got
that.
kids? How many people got kids? Everybody got kids?
I got two
Everybody
minutes, I'll give them away.
I'll tell you what. Let's
Come on.
talk about the $1 billion. You got $1 billion right now. Would you rather give that to your kid? Free of charge? Here's $1 billion. Or would you make him grind for it?
Grind for it.
Let's watch what happens. Oh yeah, Slim.
Tati,
Everybody have a
to Tati's point
Okay.
and Alan's point, education.
Yeah.
If I know how to get that number you were just talking about and I educate myself on how to get it done, then I got respect for that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't know how, and I ain't educate myself on getting that billion or whatever number that's a lot, that's on me.
Yeah.
But if I educated myself, I can get there. I ain't fucking retarded.
But hey, I'm ready.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, real quick, y'all. 11, then Allen.
It also comes with consistency though, because I told you I can survive off $20,000 a year because I've been there before. Guess what the next year going to be if I keep being consistent? $40,000 a year. I don't need the education to educate myself on what I need to be doing from the get-go. Your heart, like you said, it's a heart thing. You feel it in your heart. You know what you got to do. You don't have to. Somebody that doesn't know how to cut hair right now can have some clippers right now. Cut 15 heads that same week. Go next week, cut 30 heads that same week. Next week, cut 50 heads the same week. I guarantee you by the end of 2 months, he'll know how to cut hair.
That's also
It's not.
education, though.
I was about to say, you learn as you go.
You're not just out here just cutting.
You're not just doing it the same way.
I gotta educate myself on how to even start the process of cutting one person's hair.
Yeah.
And then I gotta learn from somebody on how to get it done right.
You don't.
Because my numbers on cutting people's hair ain't gonna never get there.
So you
the
think-
fucking people's heads up.
You think to cut your hair is
Practice
the
makes
same as
perfect.
cutting Egger hair? Cutting your hair and cutting Egger hair ain't the
Way
same.
different.
Cutting your hair and cutting my hair ain't the same.
I agree.
So you have to be.
What you doing right now,
I don't
you can't
care
do
what you
that.
do. I don't care if
I
you
mean,
change
boy,
the oil. I don't care if you mopping floors. I don't care if you cooking oodles and noodles. You have to every time you do it, it's an opportunity for you to improve on it.
Educate.
Like when I say, like for myself,
Yeah,
I'm like,
practice make perfect.
I like to look at myself as a halfway decent person, halfway decent parent. Right?
You can go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you being humble.
But that's cool. My kids, for example, are blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I even had a conversation to say, dude, you are not your friends. You are not the same as your friends. Not saying that you're better than your friends, but you're in a damn good situation. But the education from that point comes from every opportunity I get for community service, they with me. Every opportunity I get for them to learn how to appreciate something, we had those conversations.
So they can see it.
So they can see it. Because like you said, I can tell you all day, but until you see it, it's not valuable.
Bullshit.
There you go.
I got 2
But I
points.
see it.
I got 2
Right?
points.
I see it.
I got 2 points. Just to this. First of all, first point is I think we're underestimating the fact that people need to be validated for who they are. That's why all these folks are out here doing what they don't feel as though nobody validates them. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. And so here again, it's that illusion that they're chasing. And they're trying to say, you know what? The bottom line is, no bullshit. Am I good enough? That's the question people are trying to answer. They think, you know what, if I get that car, if I get that house, if I get that girl, if I get that ass, it must mean I'm good enough.
And you know what's
answer that? See, internally, you are always going to chase life.
Hey,
That's point number 1.
hold on, Sterling. So before you get to point number 2.
Everybody won't go.
My bad, Spencer, my bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but before you get to point number 2, right? Here it is. Jokers ain't worried about being validated. They getting validated. They worried about validation from the wrong motherfuckers. Hold on.
Right.
So for
Man,
me,
you got
my validation comes from my sons, my wife, and those motherfuckers who know me and invested in me. I'm with you. Outside, I just met you today. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. No, I don't.
I know.
I've known
Hector.
Hector. I've known Edgar for about 7 or 8 years now.
It's okay, son. Your uncle knows who you are.
You know what I'm saying? I've known Edgar for 7 or 8 years now.
Yeah.
We follow each other on social media.
Yep.
Edgar can never tell he sold my house. And the only reason why he sold my car is because he and I went back and forth on what
I had to translate. I was like,
he had to translate for me. There you go. See what I'm saying? Oh, I've been on O before I was born. O can't never tell you sold my house on social media. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers look for validation from the wrong people.
I'm with you.
I don't give a fuck.
But I'm gonna tell you right now. If you look at it, That's why we having all these issues. Whether it's gun violence, where people are saying, look at me. I am worthy. I'm worth something.
That's true.
I need to have value. And that's what folks are trying to find. My second point was, because nobody answered my question. My second point was about asking you all about kids, was because you know what? I may not do it for myself, but you know what? I'm gonna do it for my kids. So I'm trying to push the.
They doing it for the. They trying to do it for the band.
What would you do? You had. I ain't gonna do it. You had the power. I ain't gonna do it.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Spencer. Go ahead.
No, okay, my thing. So here's my thing. You may not understand how to do it for yourself, but I tell you what, as a parent, and you want the best for your son, child, or children, even though my man got 2 in the hospital. But anyway, my thing is, we got 3. No, he got 2. But anyway, so I tell you what, let's talk about the kids. You got the power now. You got the power to give them what you think is going to solve all their issues. Got it? You got $1 billion. You think that all your problems begin and end with having access, exposure, and money. So you got the power to get that to them. Here you go. Would you give it to them? Or would you make them earn something?
Well, I could.
It's 50-50. It's 50-50.
Here's what y'all not prepared for. You're not prepared for.
It's 50-50.
No matter what you give them, they're going to end up with different problems that you can't help them solve.
But it's who you asking.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you. So you know what? I went to public school. All right?
I went to public school.
Got it. I got a good job, was blessed and fortunate, sent my kids to private school. Something I ain't had.
I never did.
Now these son bitches, right, got problems I can't deal with.
Yeah.
In private school.
That's what you got to remember.
Yo, I don't know.
If you gonna deal with it, how you gonna deal with it?
I don't know.
I did my part.
You can't knock a
I
nigga
don't
out
know
of
that. So my thing is,
You can't?
think you're solving problems, but you're creating new ones.
With the money?
With the money,
Money can
with
create
your
problems.
mentality, everything else.
Everything.
You think you're solving it, but you're going to recreate what
More
you
money,
already
more
have
Yeah.
at a deeper and a wider level.
But give me $1 billion, y'all, so I can.
Let me tell you something. I have a
That's my
son.
10 minutes. I got you.
You gotta feed us.
The blue pills
I got a son that's 13. If I had $1 billion and I set him up and gave him everything, by the time he got out here 22, 23, and he go in the club, he's not going to know how to handle himself as a regular person because I gave him everything in life.
And there was no teaching
And it was just giving you.
Right.
So he doesn't know how to probably be social around people. He probably thinks everything is given to him. And anything gonna kick off that night because I gave him. It's such a catch 22 with the kids. You give it to him all, you let him work. So I get what he's saying.
So you know what you just talked about, sir? You just talked about young black men becoming professional athletes. That's what you just said.
Yep.
Pretty much.
What you just
I agree.
said described a young
Yeah,
black
pretty
man
much.
becoming a professional athlete with no guidance, with no education, and I ain't talking about going to school. Financial education. One thing I respect about Marshawn Lynch. Everybody look at Marshawn and be like, oh, Marshawn plays beast mode, da da da. One thing he did was, if you were a rookie on the team and you were misinformed on how to manage your money, he provided classes on what he did and what he learned to the rookies to help them manage their money. He made $50 million playing football and never touched a dime of that $50 million because his grind was different, his hustle was different, his purpose was different, and he understood it and he embraced it. So that $50 million, that's sitting to the side.
That goes for everything.
And he take care of the whole Oakland.
You know how he did that? Education. He educated himself on how to do that shit. So now I'm educated, so let me help these people
And
out.
see, that's in alignment. That's real quick. That's in alignment with an old adage that says, I can take you with me to go fishing and give you fish for you to eat that day, or I can teach you how to fish and you can feed yourself for a lifetime. Do you want something for the moment, or do you want something for a lifetime?
But that's what I was trying to say about what we were saying earlier. Is you can be educated, but you don't need somebody else to educate you. You always need somebody in life. That's for you to elevate to the next step. But you can learn education. My mom bought me a piano. I taught myself how to play the piano. I played for my church playing the piano. I played when Kirk Franklin was playing piano. For my church, Rick Temple AME Church, shout out to y'all. I love y'all. But real talk, I taught myself how to do that. I ain't have no YouTube channel. I ain't have no YouTube video telling me or tutorial or somebody coming down to pass down knowledge to me. I taught myself every key, every note to listen to it and I can play it.
Guess what?
Education.
You smarter than me. I need somebody to educate me on how to play the fucking piano because I'm not as smart as you.
Alright, y'all. Let's clap it up. It was good. All the bullshit was good. We're gonna do it again next month. I hope everybody had fun. I hope everybody had fun. Steve, take pictures of these haircuts, videos of these haircuts of my barbers. That right there. Come on, Steve. Come with me, please. This is Cuts by HAZE. This is his man. He got that haircut right there. Follow him on IG at Cuts by HAZE. That's my man right there. That's my niece.
Follow me at 11.
Her name Tip Top Cuts. Let's go.
Let's go.
I ain't never going back to Raleigh, by the way.
Be quiet. This is my new nephew. His name is Kev. Call him at Tough Cuts on IG. And that's the youngest one. He the youngest in charge right now if he can get his life together. And then y'all all know who I am. I am Tina, refined by Tina the Barber. That's Lil Bruh. You know what I do. I ain't even got to show this shit off because you already know what I do.
I make this shit look good.
He does not. I do. And I cannot not say nothing about my son right here. His name is Edgar. His name is Edgar. And let me give him a shout out to Sister's Hand Studios. Come here, son. Come here, son.
Cause he's a part of Sister's Hand Studios.
These two right here, these are my sons. This is where I started at with these two. I love them. I'm so glad that they both here and we still doing this shit. All right, I'm done.
Barbers and bullshit. Barbers and bullshit. Barbers and bullshit. Barbers and bullshit. Barbers and bullshit.
Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the first episode of Barbers and Bullshit. Yes, it was fun doing it. That was our first one. We want y'all to join us for our episode 2. It'll be here next month. Come back and see us.